So I got 2 chickens, 2 different ways, and I guarantee you're gonna like them both. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Outdoors with Geoff. Before we light the coals for today's cook, take a minute and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of any new content that comes to the channel. What's up barbecue crew? Welcome back to Outdoors with Geoff. Today we're going to be cooking 2 whole chickens 2 different ways on the Char-Griller Gravity 980. So we're going to be cooking these chickens in halves, and I find that's the way that I like to cook them. Either spatchcock or halving the bird is usually my preferred method instead of trying to take it on whole like this. Now before we get these birds on the grill, we're going to impart some great flavor on them. We're going to be using 2 different marinades to get 2 different flavor profiles from these birds. For the first chicken, we're going to marinate it in Allegro marinade Nashville hot. And that's going to give it a good hot profile. And what we're going to do with that, we're going to, after we marinate it, we're going to come back with the Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning. That's going to be our SPG. And after we get done with the cook, we're going to glaze it with the Capital City sweet hot mambo sauce. And this provides an excellent flavor profile. I know you've seen the video on the chicken thighs and some other things that we've done using this, and this is a great overall sauce that goes great on chicken, beef, pork, any kind of protein. For the second chicken, we're going to marinate with Allegro marinade raspberry chipotle marinade. Then we're going to get a base layer of Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning on it. And then after the cook, we're going to come back and get a nice glaze on, which is going to consist of our Fisher & Weiser raspberry chipotle sauce. Enough talking, let's get to the cook. So I start by scoring straight down the spine, and I take my fingers and push the skin back a little bit. And then I come back with a knife and I start to trace down the sides of the backbone. And I finish up by taking my kitchen shears and going straight down the side. Now one extra thing I do whenever I spatchcock or half a chicken is I go ahead and cut out the wishbone, and you can feel for it right on the top of the breast. And right there you see it. You can go ahead and take that wishbone out, so whenever you're cutting your breast at the end of your cook, you can cut slices straight off of that breastbone. And you can see these chickens are already halved, and we're ready to go ahead and get them in the marinade. So to marinate, I'm just taking the chicken halves and placing them in a Ziploc bag. And right now I'm coming back with the Allegro Nashville hot marinade and getting this chicken completed and just getting all the air out of the bag. And I repeated the process with the second bird with the raspberry chipotle marinade as well. So for today's cook, I'm using B&B oak briquettes, and we're also using post oak wood chunks for flavor. And here I'm getting the gravity fed 980 lit, and we'll be running at 350 degrees for this cook. I let the chickens marinate in the refrigerator for 6 hours, and then took them out and let them sit out on the counter for about 30 minutes to come up to room temperature. And now I'm seasoning them with Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning. And this is what we look like after a 20-minute rest. Our grill is up to temp, so now it's time to get these chicken halves on. And you can see here that our marinade is set in, and we're definitely going to be getting some good flavor from these birds. The first portion of our cook is going to be for about 30 minutes. And you can see we're starting to get some great color on these birds, and our internal is sitting at about 125 to 127 degrees between both birds. So we only need about another 45 minutes on this cook. And here's what we look like after 45 minutes. You can see we got some great color, And we're coming in right where we want to, under 165 degrees for our internal temperatures, because we're going to have a little bit of carryover and we need to glaze these birds as well. So I'm rolling the temperature back to 225 degrees for the final portion of the cook so that glaze can tack up. So on the Nashville hot bird, I'm going to be adding the Capital City Sweet Hot Mambo sauce. And I've said it before, but if you haven't tried this sauce, you're definitely missing out. This stuff goes good on anything. And on the second bird, I'm finishing up with the Fisher & Weiser Raspberry Chipotle sauce. And here's what we look like after tacking up on the smoker for 15 minutes. Okay guys, this cook is officially done. I've actually been looking forward to this cook for a while because on this channel I love blending different flavor profiles, and getting the Nashville hot and the raspberry chipotle, which really seems to be a popular blend right now, was one of the things I wanted to get in front of you guys. So for a quick recap, we started with 2 whole chickens. We took the backbone out and halved them and marinated them in Allegro Nashville hot and Allegro raspberry chipotle marinade for 6.5 to 7 hours. We then seasoned them with Fiesta Brand's garlic pepper seasoning, and then we got them on the Char-Griller Gravity 980 at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And then we checked our temps, and then we ran them for another 45 minutes until we hit our internal of right at almost 165 degrees. And then we took them off and then we glazed them. The Nashville hot one with mambo sauce. And we also glazed the other bird with Fisher & Weiser raspberry chipotle sauce. We then put them back on the smoker to let them tack up for 15 minutes. And here we are. So there's nothing else left to do but get a quick taste test, and let's try this Nashville hot first. And this is very moist. It was really good. That's got a good bit of heat to it, but I can definitely differentiate between the Nashville hot marinade and the mambo sauce. That's a good heat right there. I'll be doing this again and using this combo on some different proteins. And let's try the raspberry chipotle. That's good. That's really good. I'm not a raspberry person myself. I don't like raspberries alone, but that's a really good flavor. It has kind of a fruity sweet and a little bit of heat to it. But that came out great. This is going to be some good eating for the next day or two. But guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the cook. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Geoff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out. And also check out these videos here on the channel as well.